this is the way they came out of the washing machine. This is the first method. Just as they come out of the washing machine, you can iron them right like this. If you're not going to iron them right away, you can lay them out and put them in a plastic bag in the refrigerator. But you can't leave them in the refrigerator very long, no more than 2 days. If you don't plan to iron them within that length of time, then put them in the dryer and dry them. And then when you're ready to wash them, ready to iron them, then you can do two things. You can put them back in the washing machine and just run them through a light cycle with just water, no detergent or anything, just enough. Let it rinse, just a rinse cycle. Let it spin them so they come out like this again. Notice this amice, when you put it in the washing machine, you need to tie the strings for them. Otherwise, they're going to wrap around everything. And then, so these, I'm going to iron today, but I'm going to lay them out anyway just to show you. This is, some of them you can fold in half, just so you get a pretty uniform pile. The point of putting them in the refrigerator is to keep the moisture in them until you're ready to iron them, because you want to iron them damp, not sopping wet, but damp. So these are all the smaller pieces. This is a altar cloth. I'll put that separate. So here's all the smaller pieces, and these I'm planning to iron these right now. I'm just going to fold them over and put them aside. If I were putting them in the refrigerator, I just would fold them up and put them in a plastic bag with whatever else, in this case an altar cloth. I would do it separately. I would fold it separately. Put all your small pieces together and your altar cloths separately. You can put your amices with separate or with your smaller pieces if you only have one or two. Alright, so I would put these in the bag in the refrigerator. Now, what I plan to use, I'm going to iron these today just to show you what I'm talking about iron. If they're dry, you have two options. You can, as I say, put them back in the refrigerator, or you can dampen them. So these I'm going to dampen. So these are altar cloths I have here. These are amices. These are small pieces. Again, I'm stacking them up. So all the ones of the same size are together. They don't have to be exactly the same size. And they don't have to be perfectly flat. That'll happen when you iron them. But you want to be able to dampen them. So this is another amice. These I'm going to dampen, and the altar cloths, and this is how it's done. It is in here. I don't think this wasn't washed. So dampening them. You get a bowl of water. You can use a spray bottle. You can use it used to be, when I was a kid, I don't see these anymore, but they used to be almost the size of a beer bottle, a bottle like that, and it had special stopper at the top that had holes in it that you could sprinkle water on it. But lacking both of those, I don't like a spray bottle. It doesn't put enough water. The sprinkler does, if you can get one, because the holes are large, pretty large. So you lay them out, you dip your water in the water, and you make a fist, or just your hand and your fingers, and you sprinkle them. And have to put enough. You're not going to make them sopping wet, just enough to get a good amount of water on them. Flip the stack over, do the same thing to this side. Then take about half of your stack and flip it. And then I'm also going to do the other half of the stack, flip it, and then I'm going to put them back together, and I'm going to roll them up. And then I'm going to put these in a plastic bag. You want to make sure you have enough water on the ends of them. What will happen in this case, you do need to leave them in the refrigerator for several hours, generally overnight. What happens in this case, it gives the linen time for the water to go through all the fibers, and when you go to iron them tomorrow, they'll be uniformly wet. There won't be dry patches. There's 2 amethysts here. Let's see that. Oh yes. Okay. You don't need to worry about the tape. One more amethyst and a cloth for the cruet table. This doesn't take a lot of time, but as I say, you have to let it sit overnight. You don't want your tack to be too thick. If you do, you need to separate it more than just in half. You might need to separate it in 3 parts or 4 parts. Make sure you get water through all the layers. And this one goes in the refrigerator. So I'm going to iron with the mango.